Hey everyone, I'm Ultimate456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 38 of Let's Play on Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Hey, Shuichi, you got a sec?
Huh?
What's wrong? Before we start the investigation, there's something I gotta tell you. You're my sidekick from now on.
Huh?
Your sidekick? I'm more of a scientist kind of guy, so I'm not really cut out for investigations. But that's a good quality to have for an investigation.
Listen up.
Plus, the only stage fit for Kaido Momota, Luminary of the Stars, is the universe itself. So I'll leave the details to you. Pave the path for my success. But I don't know what to do as a sidekick.
Don't worry about it.
I'll make all the tough calls. You just gotta do what I say. He loves to make decisions on his own, doesn't he? So,
Leave it to me.
I'll take full responsibility. Since you're my sidekick, there's nothing to worry about.
Huh? Got it.
Alright, let's get started. First, we gotta check the Monokuma file.
Okay.
Yes, right. Kaido making me his sidekick like this. Could it be... I'm scared. I try hard not to be, but I'm scared. I can't stop thinking about the pain and sadness that comes if I reveal the truth. That's what I'm afraid of. Is he trying to help me?
Hey.
What's the matter? Let's check the Monokuma file already.
Okay.
Right. At Kaido's behest, I looked over the Monokuma file. The victim is Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. The body was discovered in the gym. The cause of death was drowning. His body was consumed by piranhas until only bones remained. No other injuries can be confirmed at this time.
Come on, man.
What? There's less written here than before. I got a bad feeling about this. The time of death isn't written here.
Remember.
The previous Monokuma file indicated Rantaro's time of death, correct? The victim is Rantaro Amami. It doesn't say what his ultimate talent is. The victim's body was discovered in the library. The estimated time of death is 9:10 p.m. The victim was subjected to blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, resulting in cranial fractures and immediate death. No other injuries were detected.
But
The Monokuma file this time doesn't indicate a time of death.
what?
Did Monokuma mess up?
No.
This was intentional. Monokuma told us that he wouldn't give us any information that would reveal the culprit.
But
Thinking about it that way, it implies that the information would be damning evidence for the culprit. So that means the key to this case is the time of death.
well done.
Huh, there you go. I knew I picked a good sidekick. There's one more thing in the Monokuma file that catches my eye. Ryoma's cause of death. It says drowning, but if that's the case, we might be able to unravel the case from there. Monokuma file 2 has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. Alright, here we go.
Right.
Now that we're done with the Monokuma file, we can get started on the investigation. My first command to my new sidekick is... investigate everywhere and find clues that will lead us to the culprit. He's pretty commanding, as I expected. Okay, so let's go from left to right, talk to all the students and get through
How
it.
can this be?
Gonta could have saved him. No, Gonta should have saved him.
What happened?
Gonta, what's wrong? When piranhas attacked Ryoma, if Gonta had dived into tank, then Gonta could have helped Ryoma, but Gonta got scared. Too scared to do anything.
Go to idiot.
Sorry. Gonta really sorry.
Come on, man.
A man shouldn't apologize so easily. And even if you had jumped in, they just would have eaten you too.
That's true.
And from what I read in the Monokuma file, you couldn't have saved him anyway, Gonta. Huh? Really? Does it say that in Monokuma file? You haven't even read the Monokuma file yet?
Gonta not smart.
No, Gonta not really understand it. Gonta not smart enough to be help.
Dumbass.
What are you talking about? If you've got time to apologize, you've got time to read the file. If you think you can't help, then work till you can. That's what you can do.
You're right.
That's right, Gonta. You're a huge help. There's some information that only you know after all.
Huh?
Information only Gonta know?
remember.
During the show, you went up on the stage. That was about 20 seconds before the piranhas dropped, right? Yeah, cause Gonta worry about Himiko.
Could it be?
Did you see inside the tank? Did you see Himiko or Ryoma?
No.
Gonta see no one in tank. Gonta kinda surprised. Oh, you can't do that. We're still in the middle of the show. But if Gonta do nothing, Himiko get eaten by piranhas. Huh?
But you know.
But when the piranhas were dropped and the curtains opened, Ryoma was in the tank, right? Yeah, that right.
So.
Then when did Ryoma get in there? You didn't see it happen.
Oh.
Gonta
See.
don't know. Everyone see Ryoma in tank when piranhas drop in. After that,
Sorry.
Gonta should have watched tank better.
Dumbass.
Like I said, a man shouldn't apologize so easily. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You know.
But this is a problem. Now I'm even more stumped. Even if Himiko disappearing was part of the Underwater Escape Act, how did Ryoma get into the tank? Was that part of Himiko's trick? I'm positive that mystery will be an important point of this case. Okay, Gonta's account has been added. Now we gotta level up, nice. We need more level ups to catch up to the episode number. I'm glad Himiko made this game more difficult. Now I won't be nearly as bored. Time to work hard to solve this mystery. Get ready, culprit, cause here I come! Okay, well, that wasn't very helpful. Tsumugi.
Like I thought.
If Himiko doesn't tell us how the trick works, we won't know how Ryoma was killed, right? But with the way she is, how do we convince her?
Could it be?
Oh, what if Ryoma was a former apprentice of Himiko's master and vowed revenge on him? And he murdered a lookalike of himself in order to sabotage her show?
Yeah.
Or something like that. It's happened before, probably. Okay, let's talk to Mew.
Hey!
Hey, Flemwad, there's something I need you to tell me. That's not a very polite way to ask someone for something.
You know.
It's got nothing to do with the incident, but I heard Gonta captured you guys last night. The hell was all that about? I was running around, so I got no clue what happened.
Got it.
Oh, yeah, tell me too. I was also running, so I still don't know what went on. How did Mew escape from Gonta? She's not strong enough to fight him.
Why you?
Chop chop, you slimy crap. Well, I suppose you could say that Gonta was tricked into kidnapping us. The first ones to get captured were Kibo, Kyo, Tsumugi, Tenko, and I. Himiko and Angie were brought in later. From the gym, right?
Okay.
Exactly. And Kokichi left the room after around 9 p.m. So they must have been brought in about 5 minutes before that.
If I remember correctly.
We were all forced to participate in Gonta's insect meet and greet. We were freed about an hour into nighttime, around 11 p.m.
I see.
So from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., everyone there had an alibi. And then those people without an alibi are me, Kurumi, Maki, and Ryoma. I see you've learned what an alibi is thanks to the previous incident. But what the F is this insect meet and greet bullcrap? Ha 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 ha.
Why?
By the way, Mew, how were you able to get away from Gonta? Well, I had to use my secret woman weapon, and let's just leave it at that.
Huh?
Secret woman weapon?
Wait.
Hey, what's a secret woman weapon? Is she trying to laugh it off?
Come on.
Shuichi, let's just leave her be. Listening to her would just tire you out.
You're right.
You're probably right. Perhaps it's better to get the truth out of her at the class trial. Alright, insect meet and greet has been added to the truth bullet section of your monopad. So, some alibis and stuff there. Let's talk to Angie now. That's right. We need to ask Angie about the stage.
Angie.
Hey, Angie, I wanted to ask you some questions about the stage.
I...
I was in charge of all the art. I even built and painted the stage.
Then.
Do you know anything about Himiko's trick? How it worked, perhaps?
No?
No, I don't know the trick. Himiko only said it was magic. I see. I suppose she didn't tell Angie the secret either. By the way, you asked other people to help you with the preparations, right?
Yep.
We started the prep work yesterday. Lots of people helped out. Like when we were moving the heavy tank and the stairs from Himiko's research lab.
Yeah.
Me and Kibo helped with that. The tank had a pulley, but because it was so huge, it was still a lot of work.
Right.
And I asked Hiromi to sew the curtains, cause I hate sewing.
Thanks, B2
So basically, it's all thanks to Atua that the show was a success. No, it's because of all of us. Was it really a success? By the way, were the piranhas your idea?
Because.
On its own, the Underwater Escape Act is no different from a normal magic show.
So divine.
I thought it would make the show more exciting and divine if we used piranhas.
Atua has spoken.
That's what Atua told me. So Atua gives you that kind of advice too, does he? And about the piranha tank and the timer. Those were from Himiko's lab, correct?
Of course.
Yep. According to the piranha tank's manual, it's synced up with the timer. When the timer goes off, the bottom of the piranha tank will open automatically. I see. That means that most of the equipment came from Himiko's lab.
And then.
And right when we finished the prep work and were about to take a break, Gonta captured us, so we couldn't rehearse at all.
Jeez.
When Gonta let us go, it was already nighttime, so we couldn't go back to the gym.
You know.
Oh yeah, you can't enter the gym at nighttime.
Yup.
So we decided to come to the gym today, before the morning announcement.
Thank you.
Himiko and I were waiting for the gym to open. Oh, I was so relieved the set was intact. So no one could have snuck into the gym before those two got there. What's up, Shuichi? Are you worried because of this confusing incident?
But.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Huh?
What?
Atua has spoken.
You have nothing to worry about.
Huh?
Nothing to worry about.
No.
Nothing can escape Atua's sight, not even the culprit. Atua is truly a divine force to be reckoned with. Angie's starting to sound more and more creepy. Okay, let's go to Himiko. Yeah, my magic was supposed to make everyone smile.
Himiko.
Don't worry, everyone is smiling. I don't think any of us can smile right now. Himiko, if it's alright, are you ready to talk about your underwater escape trick? We need to understand how your trick works if we're going to solve this mystery.
What are you saying?
There's no trick to the Underwater Escape Act. It was magic.
Come on, man.
You're still saying that? Do you understand the situation we're in?
Stop it.
No matter how much you guys threaten me, my answer won't change. It was magic.
Huh?
But
I'll protect you.
okay, your time's up. The Q&A session is now over. Unless you want to feel the full volcanic wrath of my Neo Aikido.
Jeez.
Man, this guard is more strict than the security at idol events. Let's talk to Kaito, see if he has anything to say.
All right.
My first command to my new sidekick is...
Listen up.
Okay, so, yep, done that already. Let's skip him and we'll go to Tenko.
Hey, degenerate male.
If Himiko says it's magic, then it's magic. Got it? I'll use my Neo Aikido to obliterate any degenerate male. Okay, she said that before too. But if we don't understand the magic trick, how can we possibly survive the trial? Okay, Kibo. Although there are many unknown variables, the first thing we need to make clear is, when was Ryoma murdered? Well, in the middle of the show, obviously. The culprit knew how Himiko's trick worked and took advantage of it to kill Ryoma. In other words, everyone watching the show isn't suspicious.
But.
Kaito, you didn't attend the show either, did you?
Well, that's.
No, but I'm still not suspicious. I forgot a promise, so I was just eating breakfast.
Of course.
You got it? I'm not suspicious.
Dear.
I do not understand how that explanation is supposed to convince me. Kibo does have a point. And correct you.
However.
I never would have imagined such a cruel murder happening at such a fun show. Why did the culprit commit such a barbaric act? Did they wish to see us panic?
No.
I don't think that was the sole motivation. There was some other reason for it. And that reason must be related to Himiko's magic show somehow.
I see.
So that means the culprit knew of Himiko's trick and made use of it, yes? If that's true, did Himiko tell someone? Someone who thinks the trick is actual magic?
Well then.
Since the show was used, we must investigate the trick as well. Kyo murmured almost to himself, then walked to the back of the stage. Is there anything to investigate backstage? Let's follow him. We should investigate the entire area anyway. We followed Kyo backstage. Okay, let's have a look. What can we examine here? Let's start by examining this rope. This is a pretty long rope. What was this used for? I estimate it is roughly 65 feet in length.
Huh?
You can tell just by looking at it?
But of course.
I am well versed in ropes. I once visited a village where their use was commonplace. When it was time for me to leave, the women of the village all begged me to stay. I find that deeply disturbing, but I have to focus on this investigation. Anyway, what is this rope? Could this be related to the case? Let's try the puddle. What? There's a puddle behind the staircase. This isn't a puddle from when we broke the tank. The floor around it is completely dry. Perhaps someone who was wet was here, doing something.
That's true.
Changing wet clothes?
But
How would you get from the water tank to this space behind the staircase?
could it be?
This may be a vital clue for understanding the underwater escape trick. Wet staircase has been added as a truth bullet. Let's go stage staircase. This staircase goes up to the top of the stage. Inspecting it closely, I can see that some places on the side are wet. That might have something to do with the puddle next to it. Okay, and I think the large water tank as well. There's nothing strange about it from behind. Other than the large size, it's a normal tank.
I see.
All sides of the tank seem to be made of a special type of glass. I see no hidden doors. Very mysterious. How, I wonder, did Himiko escape from the tank?
That's right.
Well, if we figured it out easily, it wouldn't be a magic trick.
However,
I believe that if we figure out the route Himiko took, we will discover how Ryoma got in there. That is true. There is a high probability that they used the same route. To reveal how Ryoma got into the tank, I need to reveal how Himiko managed to get out of it. I've investigated just about everything to do with the stage, but I still don't know how the trick was performed.
hey, so
Hey, how long are you gonna investigate here? We still gotta find the culprit, you know? Come on, let's go.
Kaito.
Wait, Kaito. Okay, back to the front. Now, what am I going to investigate next? Let's talk to Kurumi up here. Oh, let's go to the stage. I should investigate the stage. I'm sure there's a clue there. And we'll examine the timer. This is the timer that was counting down the escape trick. I didn't realize it was also a timer to reveal Ryoma's body. And I'll talk to Kurumi.
Hey,
You were helping set up the show, right, Kurumi? Did you hear anything about the trick?
I do not agree.
No, I did not hear a word. Furthermore, my help consisted of sewing the banner and curtains, so I do not know the details of her trick.
well,
I see. Okay, let's try the piranha tank. When I stood on stage and looked up, the piranha tank was directly overhead. It was set up so that the bottom would open when the timer had reached 0. The bottom is open now, and the tank is empty. It doesn't look as though it has a lid. I can see the ceiling straight through. And only the front side is glass, the other sides are made of wood. So the piranha tank had no lid, and only the front was made of glass.
hey, so
Oh yeah, that tank was from Himiko's research lab. Hey, Kaito, you helped carry supplies for the show, right?
got it.
Yeah, me, Kibo, Himiko, and Angie. It was a lot of work. But I just helped carry it. I wonder how they hung it from there.
You know,
It was a heavy tank full of water and piranhas. It couldn't have been easy to lift.
That is.
It seems this is where the lighting baton for the gym is attached. Kurumi,
It seems as if
The control panel on the side of the stage allows you to raise and lower the baton. It seems they lowered the baton, attached the piranha tank to it, and then raised it again. I never knew lighting batons were sturdy enough to lift a tank like that.
That is correct.
Since it was built to lift heavy objects, it is probably quite sturdy. Okay, cool. Piranha tank is being added. Alright, let's stop here and we'll continue the investigation next time. Alright, for now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 38 of Lost Platinum Danganronpa V3. Killing Harmony. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates. And I'll see you next time.